Thank you for joining me for this video that walks through performing a trainer-led operator assessment using the PCS system with the ArtelWare application. Let's begin.
Prior to performing this trainer-led operator assessment, I've already done a couple of things. Let's head to the configuration screen so that I can show you the items that I've already created prior to starting. In the training plan section, you'll see that I already have created a 20 microliter training plan that's being tested at 20 microliters only. In the schedule section, you'll see I have a corresponding training schedule where that 20 microliter training plan is listed and linked to Operator 1. Let's go ahead and walk through this trainer-led assessment.
Performing trainer-led assessments can be highly valuable. Having an observer sitting next to a pipette operator can provide some critical information regarding pipetting technique. In addition, with using the PCS system, the operator can immediately see the differences in their data when they make certain changes to their pipetting technique. If you take a look at my ArtelWare home screen, you'll see that I'm logged in as a trainer. Because I'm logged in as a trainer and I have training permissions, I have the ability to see operators that are due on my due bar. Let's go ahead and click on the operators that are due. You'll see that Operator 1 has two different training schedules that's due for them. There's a 1,000 microliter fixed training schedule, as well as a 20 microliter training schedule. Let's go ahead and perform the 20 microliter training schedule. We'll select Start Training. I'll select the PCS instrument we're going to use today, and select Next. From there, I have to select the pipette that I'm going to be using for this training. It's important to note that the pipette needs to have a current calibration record within the ArtelWare software. If it doesn't, you might see a message similar to this one, indicating that the operator training cannot continue because the selected pipette is not yet calibrated. But this pipette is calibrated, so we'll go ahead and select OK. The moment I select OK, the operator is now being prompted to enter their credentials. It's important to note that the operator should have already established a password. The password that should be entered at this screen should not be a temporary password that was initially assigned when the operator user was created. The operator can click and hold the eye icon to confirm their password, and then click OK. Now we'll follow the prompts within the ArtelWare software to complete the operator assessment. I've been asked to scan and then insert the Cal-A vial because my instrument was just turned on and I need to zero it. Next, I'll be asked to scan and then insert my blank vial. I've scanned my blank vial. I'll remove its cap, and I'll go ahead and insert it into the vial holder. The operator is now being prompted to pipette sample number 1 for this operator assessment. There's important information that's presented on this screen: the target volume, the QualiSure solution that you need to use, the number of channels being tested, the number of replicates that the operator has to dispense, and pre-established pass or fail limits for both accuracy and imprecision. My operator has completed all of the replicates for this 20 microliter operator assessment. Let's go ahead and scroll through all of the data. The data looks pretty good. In addition, when I compared the results for inaccuracy and imprecision, they are well within those pre-established tolerances that I assigned for this operator training. If you wanted a different way to take a look at the data, you could always click on the Plots tab and view inaccuracy or imprecision. Let's go ahead and head back to the Replicates tab. Because I'm an ISO 17025 laboratory, I have to record the environmental conditions for this operator assessment. I've gone ahead and entered the information for my environmental conditions. If you wanted to record the pipette tip that was used for this operator assessment, you could, but I'm going to skip that for now. What I would like to do is, as a trainer, I'd like to add a general comment about this operator assessment. In this case, I want to add the techniques that I'd like for this operator to focus on. That way, when I evaluate them in 6 months, I can see whether or not they're paying attention to those particular techniques. For this particular operator, I would like for them to focus on pausing and their tip immersion depth. Let's go ahead and click OK. At this point, we're finished with the operator assessment, so we'll go ahead and select Finish. As the trainer logged into the software currently, I'm being prompted for my electronic signature because I have the Compliance Suite module add-on added into my ArtelWare application. Now that I've added my electronic signature, I have to select a reviewer. Let's go ahead and select Reviewer 1 and add them to the selected users list. And then we'll click Send. Now we can see the preliminary operator training report. All of the information about the pipette, the operator, all of the information with the statistics, as well as the replicates, information for the materials that were used for this operator assessment, as well as the environmental factors I entered in, and my operator comment, which was the techniques that I want this operator to focus on when they're pipetting. If I continue to scroll, you'll see information about the PCS instrument, but you'll see the approval status is pending because my reviewer has to review this record. I'm going to go ahead and close the report and head back to the home screen. If you have the email notification feature of ArtelWare installed, the reviewer will have received an automated email from the system indicating that there's an operator training ready for review. You'll see that I'm logged in as the reviewer, and my Ready for Review bar shows that there's a training that needs to be reviewed. Let's go ahead and click on that training. In this next screen, I can see that there's a training report that's pending approval. Let's go ahead and view report. From here, I'll go ahead and scroll down through the report and make sure that everything looks good to me. And then as a reviewer, I can choose to approve the training or reject it. This operator performed pretty well, so I'm going to go ahead and approve the training result. Because I have the Compliance Suite module added into my ArtelWare, I have to complete my electronic signature. You'll notice the review comment. By default, it will say training approved, but I added some additional kudos for this operator. I'll go ahead and click Sign. And now if I scroll to the bottom of the report, you'll see the electronic signature information from the reviewer, and the approval status has now changed to approved. At this point, I can choose to export the report to a PDF, Word, or Excel format, or I can choose to print the report to a full-size printer. I like to be digital, so I'm just going to leave the report in the database. Let's go ahead and close the report and head back to the home screen. As the operator that just completed an operator assessment, when I log back into the ArtelWare software, on my Review Completed bar, I'll see that there's a training whose review has been completed. Let's go ahead and click on that. And then let's view the report. From here, I can scroll through the report and see all of the information. More importantly, I want to take a look at the reviewer comment. And I'm excited because the reviewer told me that I did a great job in this operator assessment. So I'm pretty happy. Okay, that concludes our brief tutorial. Do you have additional questions? Please contact us at 1-800-225-4034 option 3 or at support@aicompanies.com. Thank you.